Hello everybody, welcome to Royal Kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make a rich and creamy restaurant style paneer butter masala. For that I have taken olive oil. Olive oil is rich in healthy monounsaturated fats. It contains large amounts of antioxidants. It has strong anti-inflammatory properties. It helps to prevent strokes, protective against heart diseases. It is not associated with weight gain or obesity. Here I have kept the milk for boiling to make a thick condensed milk and cream out of it. Milk is a rich drink to support height gain, strength improvement and brain development. It contains B vitamins and minerals like calcium, phosphorus, potassium and vitamin D. It is an excellent source of protein. It helps to prevent osteoporosis and bone fractures. To make this recipe, I have taken onions, 3 large onions cut into pieces. Onions contains natural sugars, vitamin A, vitamin B6, vitamin C and vitamin E. Minerals such as sodium, potassium, iron, and it is a good source of dietary fiber and folic acid. It prevents medicinal it is a preventative medicinal use during the time of epidemics of cholera and plague. Here I am also using tomatoes. I have taken 3 large tomatoes cut into small pieces. Tomatoes contain folate, lycopene, potassium, vitamin C, choline, and it is good for heart health, increases potassium intake, decreases sodium intake, reduce the risk of cardiovascular diseases. So here I have taken cashew nuts, a handful of cashew nuts I have taken. Cashews are low in sugar, rich in fiber. They contain heart health fats and plant protein. They are also a good source of copper, magnesium and manganese. They are important for energy production, brain health, immunity and bone health. I have taken 15 chopped garlic cloves. Garlic contains vitamin B, C, manganese, selenium, iron, copper and potassium. It helps to lower the blood pressure, helps quell inflammation, lowers the cholesterol levels, supports immune functions, may reduce blood clotting. It provides the host of antioxidants. I have taken 2 tablespoons of red chilli powder here. Red chillies helps in digestion, maintains blood pressure levels, anti-inflammatory, helps in weight loss, improves cognitive function, improves heart health, helps in nasal congestion, builds immunity and fights against diseases. Here I am using coriander leaves. Coriander or cilantro is a wonderful source of dietary fiber, manganese, iron and magnesium as well. Coriander leaves are rich in vitamin C, vitamin K and protein. They contain small amounts of calcium, phosphorus, potassium, thiamine, niacin and carotene. Please don't skip adding coriander leaves in all your recipes. It lowers bad cholesterol, that is low density level cholesterol, and increases good cholesterol, that is high density level cholesterols. Let us get started. Take a deep frying pan and add 2 tablespoons of olive oil in it. Light the gas. Add chopped onions to it. Now sort them to their transparent. Keep the flame in high. While frying, we should not close the lid of the frying pan, otherwise onions may lose their water content. So we have to fry them like this only. Now our milk is condensed in the form. I have taken the cream out of the milk. Now our onions turned into transparent color. See, at this stage we have to add red chillies, fry them for some time. Now add tomatoes, cashew nuts, and half a teaspoon of salt. Fry them all. Now we have to close the lid of the frying pan. And cook the tomatoes into a nice mashy turn of the stove. We have to cook the tomatoes into a smooth mushy paste. Tomatoes are the rich source of lycopene. Whenever we want to eat tomatoes, we have to just cook them half, because when we cook the tomatoes only, they will release lycopene. The lycopene in the plant cells get released when we cook the tomatoes only. If we eat the tomatoes raw, we can't get enough lycopene. See whether our tomatoes are cooked well or not. See, the tomatoes are cooked well. They are losing its skin. The skin is coming out of the tomatoes. So at this stage we have to turn off the gas stove and let them cool for some time. Let all the mixture cool for some time. See, our mixture is cooled down. We have to transfer the entire mixture into the mixer jar. Now I have transferred the entire onion tomato mixture into the mixer grinder. Now we have to grind it into a small smooth paste, smooth puree. To the same frying pan we have to add 3 tablespoons of ghee. To this we have to add chopped garlic, fry them into transparent color. To this we have to add 3 tablespoons of Kashmiri red chilli powder. Keep the flame in low so that the chilli powder not get burnt. Give a quick mix of it. Now transfer the entire onion, tomato, cashew nut paste into the frying pan. Now wash the mixer grinder with a cup of water. And add the water to the mixer. Now mix all of them. Now to this add garam masala powder and fried methi leaves. I don't have kasuri methi, so I am using the fried methi leaves. If you have kasuri methi, you can add them also. Now we have to close the lid of the pan and let the gravy cook for 10 minutes. To make the gravy more and more creamy, I have taken half a liter of boiled and thickened milk or condensed milk. Now add this condensed milk to the pan. To this we have to add half a cup of water. At this stage we have to add the paneer pieces to the gravy. See, our paneer is fresh. I have made this paneer at home. I will let you know the recipe of the paneer in my coming videos. Now add half a teaspoonful of salt to it and mix all of them gently. We have to mix all of them gently, otherwise our paneer pieces will get broken. Now close the lid of the pan and cook them for 10 more minutes. Now let us check whether our paneer butter masala is cooked well or not. Now the oil is oozing out. Let us take one paneer piece and check it out. See, our paneer is cooked well. So at this stage we have to add the coriander leaves and mix them well. Now we have to turn off the gas flame. We should not overcook the coriander leaves. If we overcook them, they may lose their vitamins and minerals in them. Whenever we add the coriander leaves, we have to stop cooking. Now we have to transfer the paneer butter masala into the serving pan. See, our paneer pieces are intact. They have not even broken. See, I will let you know how to make paneer at home in my coming recipes. Now I have transferred the entire paneer butter masala into a serving bowl. It is looking so delicious and yummy. Garnish it with some coriander leaves. And cheese. I made the cheese at home. This is the fresh cheese. Now our paneer butter masala is ready to serve and eat. Now add some butter pieces to it. I hope all of you would like my recipe. If you really like my recipe, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my channel. I will be back to you with one more new recipe. Till then, take care. Thank you.